Okay, so we're at the final day before we take the exam, and just take a quick look back and where we are, and maybe the last few items in our current study. Okay, we started out before our initial electrical technology. We basically looked first at the electrical parameters associated with electricity, okay, of which there were a few. We learned how to manipulate those. We've created what we call passive components. Passive components are those components that use the current or voltage that's available with no added power. So we use what power is available. So if it's mechanical power, we can convert that to electrical power. If it's other thermal power, we can also do the same. All right. But the passive component basically does not require additional power for it to function. So the passive components then give us an ability to create lighting, do mechanical operations, get heating, and also create a good communication path. And finally, using all these components, we learned the last time that how we can develop a means by which we can distribute all this power so that we can perform all functions at home, functions at factories, etc., on and on and on. Okay. But with this course now, we introduced a new electronics. This new electronics is centered around solid-state devices. These are devices that are built from mainly silicon and germanium and a few other mixed elements to give us what we call semiconductor devices that function mainly by DC wise, okay, but can handle AC as well. And what they give us is they improve efficiency and they improve cost by using electricity. But their usefulness is in controlling operations. In other words, not with these devices now. We can switch things off, switch other things on, and so forth. And we can automate the whole system so that it runs more efficiently. All right. And with it also we had an ability to expand our communication skills and by different means. And finally we have a way to store information. Okay. What it has led us to, though, the development of these devices has essentially made us think outside of the box and have us create a new series of stuff we thought were just dreams at one time that we just dreamt about, such as cell phones and computers, okay, that we can hold in our hand. So, but today we're just going to go over the last two items that we need to end up with a knowledge of solid-state devices. So we're going to look at the technical development for ICs, what's involved, and I've got a summary for you to read in one of the activities that needs to be done. Okay, it's a good way to figure out how everything is put together. And finally, the second part of today's presentation will be the development of optical devices, which allow us to display things properly and to actually make our change our power from electrical to optical power and back to electrical power as well. So tomorrow we will have an exam on all of this, mainly concentrating on this last week of information. But without it, you'd really need to know last week's stuff as well. All right. So we'll get going on that and make sure, though, that those of you that are curious about all this, that last article on the development of IC integrated circuits is pretty interesting. I hope you find it so. So if you have any questions, call me and I'm here.